Title: I thought my pension would be enough. But this is what retirement really feels like. Hi, my name doesn't really matter for this story. What matters is that I could be you, your father, your neighbor, or the version of yourself you might meet one day. I'm retired now. No more clocking in, no more late nights working overtime, no more stressing about bosses, deadlines, or promotions. Just me and my pension. At first, that felt like freedom, but I've come to realize it's a very different kind of life. Narrator: the day I retired was simple. Some cake from Costco, a thank you card with everyone's names. One of the managers said, "Now you can finally relax." And I believed them. I walked out those office doors thinking I was stepping into peace. But no one tells you that peace isn't just about having no job. It's about having security, stability, and connection. And as I quickly learned, those things can disappear too. Narrator: when that first social security check came in, I stared at the number, 482.32s. Not per week, not per 2 weeks. That's for the month. I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because I didn't know what else to do. I had worked hard my whole life, paid into the system, sacrificed weekend trips, date nights, new shoes, all for later. And this was later. This was it. Narrator: 482. That's supposed to cover groceries, gas, medications, doctor's appointments, phone bill, internet, water, electricity, property taxes, and God forbid emergencies. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I didn't expect to feel so constantly vulnerable. It's like balancing on a tightrope and knowing you can't afford to fall. Every dollar has to be justified. Every purchase is debated. Do I need this? Can it wait? What if something goes wrong next week? Narrator: one time at the store, I picked up a carton of strawberries. They weren't on sale, but I hadn't had fruit in weeks. I stood there for maybe 5 minutes just holding them, thinking. Then I put them back, walked away, and cried a little in the parking lot. Not because of the strawberries, but because it's heartbreaking when treating yourself feels like a threat to your survival. Narrator: my mornings are quiet now. Too quiet. Most days I skip breakfast. Not because I'm fasting, but because it's one less thing to worry about. Lunch is rice and kimchi. Dinner is instant soup. Meat? That's a birthday meal. When you're on a budget this tight, food becomes fuel, nothing more. And hunger becomes a companion. A low hum you learn to live with. Narrator: I didn't just lose my income when I retired. I lost people. Friends from work faded away. Neighbors moved. Even my kids, they have their own families, their own stresses. I used to call, suggest coffee or lunch. But after too many, maybe next time replies, I stopped asking. So now I talk to myself, sometimes out loud. It's not crazy, it's survival. Narrator: then there's the health part. No one tells you just how expensive it is to be old in America. Your bones ache, your knees swell, your back stiffens like concrete. You go to the doctor and they say, you'll need to take this pill for the rest of your life. But they don't talk about how that one pill might cost $60 a month. Or that if you need 4 pills, you'll have to choose between medicine and groceries. Narrator: one morning I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize my own eyes. They looked tired, not just physically, but emotionally empty. Like they'd seen too many closed doors, too many sorry, not covered notices, too many times choosing no because yes costs too much. And I realized something that day. I had planned my retirement like it was the end, but really it's a second life, and I had never learned how to live that one. Narrator: I started reading, researching, trying to make sense of what I was going through. Did you know nearly 50% of Americans over 65 rely on Social Security for 90% or more of their income? Or that nearly 1 in 3 adults have nothing saved for retirement at all? This isn't just my story, it's our story. We worked hard, did what we were told, and somehow still ended up on shaky ground. Narrator: so I made a choice. I stopped waiting for the system to save me and started saving myself. I walk every morning. I borrow books from the library. I attend free events at the senior center. I even started volunteering once a week, not because I have time, but because I need people and purpose. And you know what? It helps. Narrator: here are 3 things I wish I'd known sooner. 1, retirement is not an escape, it's a new job. Only now, you are the boss of your life. So start planning like you'd plan a company. 2, pensions are helpful, but they're not a plan. Think beyond them. Small side income, part-time gigs, investments. You need more than one faucet of income. 3. Loneliness is just as dangerous as poverty. Don't isolate. Find your people, even if it's just one person a week. Flashback character joining a community dance class. Narrator. One day I got a call from the community center. We have a free Zumba class. Want to join? I nearly laughed. Me dancing? But I went, and I moved my body, and I laughed, and I didn't feel alone. And that 1 hour was the most alive I'd felt in months. Narrator. I met Evelyn next, widowed at 72, living off her husband's small pension and a widow's benefit. She told me, I thought we had enough, but you can't plan for loneliness, for inflation, for the price of eggs. We talk every Thursday now, not because it's scheduled, but because both of us need it. Narrator. This morning I wrote in my journal. Today I smiled. No reason. Just did. And that to me is a kind of wealth too. Final thoughts on screen. Retirement isn't the end. It's a new beginning. Just not the one we imagined. Narrator. If you saw yourself in this story, know that you're not alone. We are millions strong, quietly enduring, courageously adapting. Don't wait for someone else to fix your future. Start now, even if it's small. Thank you for listening. And if this video helped you feel seen, please like, share, and subscribe. Because this is the beginning of your second chapter.